Rose of Sharon that I grew from seed. Mums. I moved them a little bit in the spring, and I am happy with them now. When I bought the pencil holly, I moved my other Rose of Sharon, which was looking bad for a while. It lost foliage at the bottom, but look at it now. It's good. Really need to tie this one. It's almond bush propagation. I love this winter creeper in here, and I have 2 more. I would like to put one where the rose is sitting, and I have a hole right here where I could put one. So all the winter interest things that I bought in the spring, I bought them because they'll work somewhere. I didn't know where. So I've had to move things to get them in the right spot. First year. Yews are in their first year here. They do better in deep shade than they do in sunnier locations. This is a deep shade corner that needed the yews. So maybe not a big bang this year, but in a year or two. I mean, this whole garden started out that way. It started out with like a shrub. This is a different yew. This one gets taller. This one gets 10 feet tall. Skinny. These are going to be shorter and fatter, more like a boxwood. The rhododendron was new in the spring. It had blooms on it in the spring, but I lost the blooms. I planted it when it was cold. It was the first lot of stuff. Put the winter creeper in, and I absolutely love the play on colors between the blue greens and the silver blue green. Never know what the camera's going to pick up, but the color, the way it plays together, and this is just a bright spot. Look at that. It just turned it into a bright spot. So certainly happy with the end result of what I could do this year. Another anomaly. High pumpkin. Now, I'm guessing this is from saved seed, so it's, you know, crossing with what I grew 2 years ago. I'm going to take that sunflower down. I think I'm going to take all the sunflowers in the front down. They don't look good. So that's the beginning of the teardown. Pulled some broom corn because I thought I would look good there. Why not? I like the broom corn better than I like corn, as far as the plant goes. So the sunflowers, I still have a few. The bothersome ones are gone. But the tomatoes are next. I pulled another big lot of tomatoes and I'll do one more canning. It's been warm for 3 straight weeks now, so... But you can tell the tomatoes are failing. They get a look about them when it's time to go. It's time for them to go. They're beautiful tomatoes, and they were hidden back here in the corner. So I started the tomato cleanup. Boiling jars to can some salsa. I think I have enough canned tomatoes. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to do one more, but one more batch. For me, a batch is enough to run the water bath. Enough to boil water. So what would that be? Like 5 jars, 6 jars, depending on the size of the jar. So cleaned up. The cleaned up version. This is the next tomato plant to go. I was just reading up on how to make homemade ketchup. I have to make some tomato sauce. And I can make homemade ketchup. There'll be a first for me. But you know, there's a first. I do like to learn something new every year. So every year there's a new something. Seen some parsley in here when I was cleaning up. Where'd it go? Looks like that pepper plant didn't yield anything. Don't know where the parsley... Oh, here it is. It's underneath the celery. It's like hardly any parsley on it. Oh, that's a celery plant. It's... Nope. The celery plant and the parsley plant look very much alike. Looks like cilantro. Doesn't smell like celery, so it must be cilantro. Yeah, it smells like cilantro. I had curly parsley in here. I don't know where that went. I wonder if I'll find it in the cleanup. Lots of squash. Butternut squash laying around. And I pulled out some acorn squash. And then I have some fancy squash. Just fancier squash. So it is what it is. I put it all on the ground. Fancier squash. Can't put squash on this thing next year. I could do beans. So yeah, you put it all on the ground and hope for the best. It's broom corn. It is so pretty. So there's gold and red. I don't know how many. This was a variety pack. I bought the seeds. Super pretty. I've had enough spent passion flowers to use only the flowers for my tea and realized that it wasn't as good. So I went back on Google and did some more research and found that they're pretty and they have flavor. Like the flavor of the flowers better than the flavor of the leaves and stems, but the leaves and stems are more potent in the tea than the flowers are. So I'm going to continue getting flowers, but I'm going to start harvesting the leaves and stems. I have a bunch of short ones around because these spread by rhizome, by root. So flowers only last one day. So anyway, I have lots of little ones around. So I'm going to take the little short ones that aren't going to have time to do what this one's doing. And that's what I'm going to start drying for my winter tea. The leaves have dried and the flowers are mostly dry. I'm just going to leave the lid off. Passion flower tea. A mix of both. This is the worst kept garden. And that's because it's rented, so I usually don't spend time right up next to somebody's living quarters. But this is mine. I mean, I put this in here. Lamb's ear, one of my neighbors put in. The sage, one of my neighbors put in. But anyway, I like the asters a lot. They're pretty. This apartment is rented by our kids this year. So I need to get in there and clean up that garden. This one was just a mess. I lost a bunch of stuff last year and planted new stuff that needs time to grow in. This up. So pretty, I like it. Feel like there's some flowers late to the party, or is that just on time? Just when they need another flower, they pop up. Berries. Don't get a lot of berries, but I did get berries from that spot last year. It's like they're hiding from the birds. They dried on the vine, and I've been using them in this year's tincture for flu. The front of the greenhouse is kind of a garden room. I don't spend time sitting around, but, you know, if I did, this would probably be too sunny. I'd need more shade. So another garden room. This one's more shady. I'm getting older. Gardens are starting to look finished. So, you know, maybe someday I'll sit around. Some. That's a nice way of saying I'm getting old. I worked in here yesterday, playing on, you know, what's tall, what needs to be on the ground is the taller things. And how do I squeeze everything in? Right, that's where I'm at. How do I squeeze everything in here and still be able to walk around? I love it. After I worked on it, I love it. It's beautiful. It's useful and fruitful and brings me joy. Do have to add lights this time of year because we're losing sun. While I'm talking to you, I'm noticing a little flower show going on here. So these flowers are happy. Greenhouse 2, spitting out some peppers. I'm gonna wait for these to color up because they make a really pretty jar of peppers. Pickled peppers. Fruitful. Pretty. Indoor winter space. It does have a dead month in the dead of winter. But mostly it's good. The animals don't eat my stuff. I love the creamy yellow, most white fringe. I pulled these up when I was flipping for fall. I didn't like where they were. There, just needed a little turn. Drying more oregano. Broom corn's close to being done, but it's not quite done. We're going to let the rest of it finish. Trimming up my amaranth. It's a grain. It's so pretty. I mean, I love it. It's ornamental. It's gorgeous. Look at that one. Probably the prettiest one. But I'm going to cut it up and dry the flower heads. Then I'm going to blow the fluff off them, and use the grain for cooking. These just have to dry before I take them off. The strings. Then I'll blow the fluff. I kind of work with the fluff a little bit before I blow it off to make sure the seeds all fall. I didn't pull all the squash, but I'm going to put it around the ring of the table. Found another one. See, the more I clean up, the more I find. Came off the same vine as the white one. It's the amaranth that I did the first time. I used this coffee filter to wash it. I used it when I made tomato soup. Just disappeared into the soup, but it gives the soup more nutrition.